8 years. That's how long it took me to become an overnight success. Not $10 million, not yacht money, $10,000 in a single week. It's not flashy, but it was the week I finally crossed from dreaming to doing. And I want to tell you exactly how it happened, so maybe you don't have to spend 8 years figuring it out the hard way. I started in 2013, fresh out of university in Poland. I moved to England with one plan in my head: work for a year, stack cash, start a business. That's it. I didn't even know what business. I just felt the clock ticking. I bounced from King's Lynn to London. I changed jobs whenever I hit a ceiling. 200 hours a month, sometimes 300. Anything to find some leverage. My first side hustle sounded clever at the time. I went door to door in London, translating menus into Polish. There are a lot of us there, so I figured restaurants would love it. I pitched about 100 places in 1 week. I got one client. One. That's when I learned my first real rule. Postponing a decision is a decision. If you don't like your trajectory, pivot. Keep moving until the results stop arguing with you. After a year, I had no attachments, no girlfriend, no kids, nothing holding me in place. So I did the thing everyone tells you is irresponsible. I traveled. I hitchhiked through Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Italy, Slovenia, Austria, the Czech Republic, Lithuania, Latvia. I took the Trans-Siberian across Russia and Mongolia to China, then Hong Kong, then a cheap flight to Malaysia. I slept in odd places. I met strangers who turned into friends. I learned that life removes certain obstacles when you move with faith. There is never a better time than now. Malaysia was paradise, but my budget was not. I'd started with $4,000. By the time I landed, I had $500 left. Temporary jobs paid about $300 a month. That wasn't going to work. So I said the same line to everyone I met. I'm looking to start a creative project. I don't know what, but it will be awesome. 2 days later, something clicked. A friend's uncle knew a government manager. We pitched a GoPro-style promotional video for the region. It took 3 months just to set it up. Administration moved slow. But then we were filming. I stayed 7 months. I saw places that still feel like dreams. I made friends I still think about. And at the end of all that, I made almost no money. The budget covered the costs and nothing more. So my friend and I pitched travel agencies for paid videos. We booked 3 projects. Then the earth moved. An earthquake hit the region for the first time in a century. We were supposed to be on Mount Kinabalu that day. People died there. It chills me to say that. Agencies went bankrupt overnight. Our projects disappeared. I went back to Poland with a heavier backpack and a few truths etched into me. Reach out to people. People are better than you expect, and you can get what you wish for if you refuse to stop hustling. There was one byproduct of that year, a 4-minute video of the journey. I uploaded it and shared it. Then I did something most creators never do. I asked. I emailed National Geographic Traveler in Poland. They featured me. That one, yes, taught me that gatekeepers aren't as distant as we imagine. Ask, pitch your byproducts. Package your scraps. They might be worth more than your main thing. Back in Poland, I promised myself I would start a business. Instead, I sprinted in circles. I gave each idea 2 months. If it didn't make money fast, I killed it. I won a Red Bull travel competition by going all in on the 80-20 of what worked. I tried to ride the Pokemon Go wave with a helper app, but we shipped a month late. 10,000 downloads while other apps got millions. Timing is a feature. I joined a theater to punch my fear of the stage in the face. I did improv because the smartest entrepreneurs I admired kept mentioning it. I worked as a Nordic fisherman for 2 months, and twice I thought I might die. A rope snapped and sliced the roof inches from me. Another time the net almost dragged me overboard. Nothing resets your ego like an ocean that does not care about your plans. I tried dropshipping. I tried Instagram trends. I freelanced. I chased a dozen good ideas. I committed to none of them long enough. That's the quiet killer. Start many things, finish none. If you're listening to this, hear me clearly. Explore. Yes, but choose one problem to solve and stick to it until the market itself forces you to pivot. And remember that timing isn't luck. Timing is noticing the door and being ready to walk through it. Then the world stopped. COVID. I remembered something about 2008, how chaos had birthed WhatsApp, Uber, Slack. Crisis crushes some things and creates space for others. I searched for a real hub of viral marketing case studies. The internet had fluff. I wanted psychology, tactics, tools, so I built it. A paid newsletter with 12, then 8 deep case studies per month. I wrote and wrote and wrote. 5 months in, I had 1,500 subscribers and $600 total. I hate writing. I had no time to promote. I needed a wedge. Work on something that feels like play to you and looks like work to others. Plan the work. And if you can, find leverage that promotes itself. There was an idea I had postponed for years, a database of cognitive biases, principles, and mental models for product and marketing. At first, it was just for me. Then during Black Friday, I pre-sold it as a bonus to my premium newsletter. 150 entries. A few sales came in. Better, but not it. It needed visuals. I hired a freelancer for 5 sketches and posted them in a couple of Facebook groups to test. $2,000 in 2 weeks. For the first time in a very long time, I felt pull instead of push. Sell before you build. Seek early feedback with the smallest testable slice. Play to your strengths and ship faster than your fear. December was a blur. I worked more than 330 hours to finish. I still missed my deadline. I launched the product Brainiac on January 11th. On January 19th, I went to Product Hunt with a plan, friends ready to upvote, a clean GIF thumbnail, a tight intro video, a pinned first comment, a small discount for the community. 1,700 upvotes later, we were Product of the Day, then Product of the Week, and number 4, Product of the Month. 20,000 people visited the site, $10,000 in sales in 7 days, 8 years to overnight. Success came with boring problems. I had to pause and fix my business admin and taxes in Poland. Momentum dipped, but new doors opened. A YouTube collaboration, a podcast invite, a feature in a big newsletter community, and another set of truths surfaced. People don't buy products. They buy emotions. Timing is king. Momentum is fragile. Protect it. If this sounds glamorous, I've left out the nights I lived on $1 a day, the plans that fell apart in my hands, the long stretches where I felt completely lost and too proud to admit it. But looking back, the dots connect. They always connect if you keep moving. So here's what I wish someone had whispered in my ear on day 1. Don't postpone decisions to avoid discomfort. The discomfort compounds either way. Start now. Reach out to people. Ask for features, introductions, collaborations. Save your byproducts, clips, drafts, notes, and repurpose them. Explore widely for a season, then pick one problem and stay with it long enough to get lucky. Treat timing like a skill. Test earlier than feels safe. Sell a thin slice first. Get feedback before you pour your life into the full cake. Work